Welcome back to the Cosmic Awakening podcast. I am Makāula Nakae, a lifelong experiencer and ET contactee since 1990. I have a wealth of insights and stories to share from decades of lived experiences spanning spiritual, interdimensional, and extraterrestrial contacts. Cosmic Awakening Part 2, 2012 Ascension Syndrome, The Golden Alchemy. Chapter 3, Golden Alchemy. Episode 9, Awakening the Tree of Life. A friend invited me to hike down the old Pali Road from the Pali Lookout, a well-known tourist spot in the Honolulu area. As we descended the narrow path of the old road, winding through the mountain slope and into the forest, I took deep abdominal breaths, drawing in vibrations from my lower Dantian. Suddenly, I felt a surge of energy rising like a pillar within the right half of my body. This sensation was unlike anything I had experienced before. The energy began just above the base of my right foot and gradually ascended, spreading across my entire right shoulder. It felt as though it was dissolving something vibratory within me. Initially, the energy appeared as a thick line. Still, as it rose, it split into several strands, each growing thicker until they merged into a robust bundle of energy before gradually dissipating. This vertical rise of force resembled the Kundalini phenomenon, but it occurred not along the spine but in the center of the right side of my body. It left me pondering its significance and potential implications. If it could happen in the right half of my body, could it also occur in the left? Reflecting on this experience led me to explore various possibilities, including the teachings of Kabbalah and the concept of the Tree of Life. Through documentaries and media, I discovered that the Tree of Life represents the God body, or Adam Kadmon, in Kabbalistic thought, consisting of three pillars: compassion, balance, and steepness. Unlike traditional Kundalini teachings, which focus on a single pillar of energy along the spinal cord, Kabbalah acknowledges three pillars. This revelation shed new light on my experiences and provided a framework for understanding my spiritual journey. In the context of ascension, the awakening progresses through stages, from Kundalini activation to the emergence of the Lightbody, God's body, and the activation of the Merkaba. Each stage involves profound changes in consciousness and the physical and energetic bodies. As these evolutionary processes unfold, individuals may experience Ascension Syndrome, characterized by spiritual questioning and physical manifestations beyond the norm. It's natural to question one's sanity when confronted with experiences that defy conventional understanding, but such experiences often herald profound spiritual growth and transformation. The most intense experience during my ascension journey was a profound shift in my physical heart. Before going to bed, I felt like something within my heart was about to leap out. The sensation escalated into a racing heartbeat, leaving me quite startled. Concerned, I even contemplated seeking medical attention, fearing a heart condition. However, my roommate, Chiaki, shared a similar experience, reassuring me that it was likely spiritually or energetically oriented rather than a physical ailment. Finding someone else experiencing the same phenomenon alleviated much of our anxiety, sparing us a trip to the hospital. These episodes of unusual heart sensations occurred daily for about a week, following a rhythmic pattern of onset-uncessation. Before the onset of the heart symptoms, there was a peculiar incident where it felt as though a dense black liquid was being poured into the area of my heart, initiating a transformative process. This phenomenon, akin to the insertion of energetic heavy metal, marked the beginning of changes within my heart region, reminiscent of gray matter. Another related phenomenon involved what I perceived as a psychic attack on my heart, wherein I felt as though someone unseen was grasping it tightly. This sensation often coincided with thoughts directed towards me, or my thoughts wandering towards someone else. Interestingly, these heart-grabbing experiences occurred amidst ongoing changes in the heart area, but ceased once the energetic shifts around the heart had subsided. It's important to distinguish between the heart-squeezing sensation of a psychic attack and the heart-thumping experience of Ascension Syndrome. The latter entails a rapid, forceful heartbeat, accompanied by a feeling of consciousness ascending and the heart area pulled upwards multiple times. Additionally, I frequently experienced electrical and electromagnetic sensations at the back of my heart, akin to a surge of charged energy coursing through the arteries and veins. While these heart surges initially instilled fear and apprehension, I was ultimately reassured by a typical EKG result from a medical checkup. However, lingering doubts persisted, prompting me to view these changes as part of a wave like transformation within my heart as part of my ascension journey. The peculiar heartbeat persisted from late 2010 to early fall 2011, spanning quite an extended duration. Over time, subtle changes in the phenomenon began to manifest. Initially, the surges in the middle of the month elicited a tingling sensation at the back of my heart, altering my perception of the experience. As the Earth's vibrations shifted and ascended, I gradually acclimated to the sensations. The heartbeat evolved into a heart itch, and the tingling transitioned gently into a plasmatic chatter. Initially, I felt a tinge of fear and impatience during the early stages of the heart surge, as it felt like an abrupt departure from my body. However, with gradual adaptation, my sense of calmness grew, accompanied by increased trust and diminished fear and impatience. As I became more accustomed, a deeper understanding of experience emerged. In December 2011, before bedtime, I began seeking healing from the cosmic medical team. On one occasion, a different being from the usual medical team assimilated the vibrations around my heart during the healing session. Though I heard the being's name then, it slipped from memory upon awakening. The sensation of the heartbeat underwent a profound transformation after that. While my heart continued to race, it felt like it transcended its usual bounds, occurring in a different dimension. I sensed a shift to a higher dimension, signifying the onset of a new experience. This occurrence, repeated multiple times, alleviated my fear of mortality during the heightened heart rate. This sensation of ascension gradually developed as the experience unfolded. I received an email from a blog reader regarding a heart murmur she experienced in October 2012. No abnormalities were detected after an extensive examination, including an EKG and heart imaging tests. The discomfort associated with Ascension Syndrome-related changes in the heart area can be unsettling. Given the novelty of the experience and its connection to a vital organ like the heart, it's prudent to seek scientific measurement and evaluation. The sensation of a racing heart reflects an energetic structural change, but is felt physically through the heart, a vessel responsible for transporting oxygen and nutrients through the bloodstream. This physical manifestation is more tangible and three-dimensional than the energetic transformation. It became evident that the various ascension-related syndromes manifest authentically in the physical realm, impacting the heart and other bodily organs. On the afternoon of the second day of the new year in 2011, I suddenly felt a wave of melancholy washing over me as we entered the year. These feelings of depression seemed to emerge out of nowhere, devoid of any apparent cause, indicating a collective shift in consciousness rather than a personal affliction. Emotions often operate like a domino effect, triggered by external stimuli that evoke a corresponding internal response. Even if one had been leading a content and serene life, a single misstep or negative thought could flick a switch, plunging them into the gloomy abyss. This emotional ebb and flow is a natural facet of human experience, accessible to anyone at any time. As we delve deeper into spirituality, we recognize the importance of cultivating objectivity toward our internal processes, including the fluctuating tides of our emotions. A growing awareness prompts us to investigate the mechanics of our emotional landscape and understand its patterns. We realize that the impetus for our emotional upheaval often lies within us, rather than externally imposed. While it may be instinctive to attribute our emotional fluctuations to external factors, the truth is that the root cause often resides within our psyche. As our consciousness expands, we become attuned to the subtle shifts in our emotional and sensory realms, noticing how our moods can oscillate without warning. This newfound awareness raises questions about the underlying triggers behind such abrupt changes. A timely conversation with a friend in Seattle shed light on the shared experiences of emotional turmoil, among many others in my circle. This collective resonance helped contextualize the broader movement of consciousness on a planetary scale, revealing discernible trends in the ebb and flow of emotional energies. One friend recounted a peculiar sensation of elongated sadness emanating from her core, resembling a cylindrical shape lodged in her chest. As I drifted that night, I felt a lingering sensation of heart congestion, as if something were being unclogged within. This inexplicable bout of depression and loneliness during the transitional period hinted at a physical metamorphosis, aligned with the process of ascension. As previously mentioned, the body harbors an intricate energy system known as the Kundalini, closely intertwined with the Sushumna channel. The awakening of this latent energy coincides with the opening of the Sushumna duct, facilitating an elevation in the body's vibrational frequency. Around the close of 2010, as the Sushumna duct began its awakening, I encountered a myriad of accompanying phenomena. A sensation of blockage in the chest center, an unsettling feeling in the posterior region of the heart, frequent episodes of disembodiment and momentary disorientation, fuzzy recollection of daily events, electromagnetic shocks near the heart during sleep, warmth or soothing sensations along the spine, heightened heat in the sacrum and tailbone, the sensation of obstruction in the throat area, persistent throat irritation and the discharge of translucent mucus secretions, repeated burping originating from the spine. As the Sushumna duct unfolds, it acts as a conduit for filtering and releasing pent-up negative emotions ensnared around the heart. A process marked by feelings of sorrow and relinquishment, juxtaposed with love and compassion. While I navigated these shifts with relative composure, I recognized the arduous transition for those unacquainted with spiritual metamorphosis. The notion of borrowed emotions, as mentioned by my friend, underscores the symbiotic process of assimilating external energies to catalyze the opening of the Sushumna duct, a form of karmic dissolution by shouldering another's emotional burden. Though centered around the heart chakra, this transformation extends beyond its confines, with the Sushumna ducts serving as conduits bridging the physical and vibrational realms. To facilitate the smooth opening of the Sushumna ducts, purification of the middle Dantian in the chest center becomes imperative, along with its alignment with the upper Dantian and lower Dantian above and below. The synchronization of these three Dantians sets the stage for the earnest ascent of the Kundalini, underscoring the experiential revelation of the hollow tube, signifying the presence of the Sushumna ducts. To be continued. Watch and listen. Watch the cinematic video trailer. Listen to the full podcast now. Explore the archive Cosmic Awakening, Part 1, Sacred Valley of the Incas. Volume 2, Ascension 2012, The Golden Alchemy. Part 3, The First Contact. Join the journey. New episodes drop periodically. Each chapter delivers a tight, hyper-focused 10 to 30-minute hit of real-life experiences, perfect for your daily plunge into consciousness exploration. Subscribe to support your inner development. Thumbs up to help push our channel through the algorithm. Comment below. Share your thoughts on today's exploration.